Hi everyone, welcome to my another lesson. So in this lesson we want to talk about while loop. So we already completed for loop part, so which is in here. I can show you. We already completed, done it. So yes, it will be repetition loops. Second topic, we're gonna talk about while loop. So we know how to use for loop when we know about data and the things of the list or the something. If we have already information, we can use for loop in this case. So if we didn't know about the things we want to repeat, then we can use while loop, like while true or while false, or specifically we can use also with the like a for loop too. It is alternative. Okay, let's start class. Our second topic is second part exactly will be for the while loop, conditional repetition of instructions. In some case you will see there may be for loop too, but we exactly will talk about while loop. So sometimes we don't know how many times we want to repeat an instruction, but we do know what we want to stop it when a certain condition is true. In a case like that, programmers repeat code using a programming construct like the while loop. So this is while loop exactly, the while loop topic. We'll start from here. So let me do it in good way. Yeah, we'll start from here. And here we have some important key points. So if we don't know how many times we want to repeat an instruction. This is our key point, okay? It's so this is general template of a while loop in the JavaScript. It looks like in JavaScript like that. So while then we're opening our brackets, and after that we're putting a condition like I less than 3 or I less like I greater than 5 or something else. Some variable is less than something else, and or true or false. Okay. So here our instructions point, and we're using to increment like I plus plus or the variable plus 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 anything else. So while the conditions like condition is true, the computer keeps repeating the instructions. So if the condition it's here true, computer always will continue repeating until we say stop in somewhere. If we didn't say that, it will never stop, okay? It will work always until you add there some stop variable, or just if you put there some um, boundary point. Okay, so restriction, you can talk also like that. While the condition is true, the computer keeps repeating the instructions. Conceptually, while loop is very similar to an if conditional, except that a while is continually executed until it's no longer true and if it's only executed once. Yes, exactly like that. So we sometimes visualize a while loop using flowcharts similar to how to visualize conditionals. Yes, it's in here. We'll say, like, let's think like while condition is, let's say I is less than 3. So if I, in this case, let's say I is 0, okay, the computer will say each time I is less than 3. Yeah, it will say, let's go inside the, where is it? 1 minute. Yeah, if it is true, so then I think here will be instruction, by the way, not condition. So it will check condition in here, and it will look in here instruction part. It will complete it, then it will come out like I. In this case we will say I plus plus like that. Okay, for the things I will show you an example. It will say I is equals 0 and increase it with this one plus plus. The I will be 1 in this case, and computer again will check that situation. Like if in this case I will be 1 and 1 is still less than 3, it will continue again in here. So it will do this. It will do this instruction again, and it will increase I again one more. The I will be in this case 2, and it will look 2 is less than 3. It will say yes, it is true. Let's continue inside it. Again, it will apply this instruction, and after applying, it will increase also I, and I will be 3, and it will come back to here. It will say I is less than 3. In this case, I is 3, and like 3 is not less than 3. So it will say false. I mean, from here, it will go to exit loop. The loop will stop there. So in here, we already had there some instructions. That's the point, okay? I hope you got it. It is some explanation I was trying to explain you in a good way. Let's come here. Let's see a simple while loop. So var variable like I equals 1, yeah, while I less than or equals 10, println or console.log I. So in this case, what will happen? So just think, okay, I is 1. I less than, in this case, it will check condition. It is condition point, right? I less than or equals 10. Yes, it is true. It will say I is 1, 1 is less than or equals 10. It will make this instruction. What is the instruction in that point? So I will be 1, like 2, 3, 4 each time, 1 minute. So now check, I will be 1 in this case, okay? And I will say here I plus plus, which is, we already indicated here 1. Now we want to increase in instruction that one, okay? I will be, in this case, 2, okay? After this one. So we can visualize it exactly like that. In this case, I will be 2 with this. And let me do that like that. And now I will be, so sorry, I will be 2. So now 2 is less than or equals 10, right? Yes, that's true. Condition will continue, will repeat. I will be now 2, and we will say again in instruction like increase I will be in this case 3, and 3 will come right now again in I in this case 3. So 3 is less than or equals 10, yeah. So it will go inside again the instruction point. It will say, yeah, like let's execute it. It is 3, and it will come here. So now I will increase one more. It will be 4, and all the way it will continue again here. 4 is less than or equal. All the time it will repeat it like that until I become 11. Okay, if I is, let's say, equals 10, in this case it will continue still because we have less than or equals, okay, equals in here more. So I is 10, 10 less than or equals 10, exactly, this is true. It will come here and it will say like I is 10 exactly, and it will say I increase one more. So increase I one more, it will be 11, and it will continue there in I now 11. 11 is less than or equals 10, exactly, that's not true. It will say what? It will come directly, so it will say directly execute from loop. It will bam, it will execute, so it will exit from loop, okay? It will, so but what it will do, last time it will be 11, it will stop there, okay, before going. Cool. So that's the information, okay? By the way, what is that? Like it makes it 11, after 11 it will stop there. Cool, we will do that with the example, no worry. The code will print out the numbers 1 to 10, and then once I becomes 11, as I mentioned you before in here, and it does no longer less than or equals to 10, the computer will stop printing the value of I. So this example is simple, but is also very similar to users, all users of while loops. Our code often starts by initializing a variable or more than one before the while, the preferences that variable or a related one in the condition and then modifies that variable in some way in the instructions. So this particular while loop example would typically be programmed as a for loop. Yep, that's cool. Since we know ahead of time how often we want the code to repeat, that's cool, guys. This is good information. Okay, repeat like we know how often. Okay, this is key point. So there are many times when we don't want to, like we don't know an exact number of times. Yeah, this is another key point. To repeat the code, let's explore one to those now. So we have an example in here, but before we went to this example, I want to show you that's the first one, like how we can realize it in the program. So what I'm gonna do, let's come to the just close it. Cool, let's come here. Yeah, let's go to an empty page. This is some example I will show you in the future. This is for Python and it is for the JavaScript. But what can we do? We can do something. Let me take all this code down. Where is that? Take a comment. Just a minute. Yeah, it works. Okay. Back down. Go up. Also close this guys. Cool. In this case, close this one too. I will activate them in the future again. Let's take them down. Cool. Let's come here. So we can say for loop, sorry, while loop practice. Okay, let's run it in the page. It's in here. Now let's go to the back here. Let's realize it first into our page. So we have here like paragraph, we can add their ID. For that, ID can be counter. Okay, cool. So there will be some numbers. Let's go to back to the here. So for P we don't have anything. Okay, that's cool. So now in this case we'll say while, but before while let's add their let or var. You can do with each of them. So var I is equals 0. In this case our I value will be 0 in this first case. Okay, then okay, I can show you like that too. If you cannot see, let me show you a little bit like that. So we can say while and then I is less than, in this case can be, I don't know, less than or equals, let's say 3. So it will continue until 3. So until I become 4, it will not work again. The conditions will be false and it will exit from loop. So now we're gonna say in this case what, like we will say console, but not console, let's say document, sorry, document get element by ID, and then we'll say counter, and we'll say inner HTML plus equals I. Yes, it works like that. And we will say in each of the case I plus plus. What it does, let me tell you again. I, in this case 0. It will start directly from here. It will say I is 0 and I is really less than or equals 3. Yeah, that's true condition. It will say, by the way, don't look here. It is just for display into HTML, like into web page for that. So plus equals mean like it will do that each time into that page. Sorry. in here like 1 time, 2 time, and 3 time like that. So it will display out. You can think it like that, guys. Okay, just for I just want to show you into web page. For that I did like that. It will be each time like that. It will display out I. Okay, but let me do that like before. Let me show you. Yes. So I plus plus. So in this case I is 0, and in this case I will be in here 1. First it will be 1. Okay. So in here I won, and I will come in here and I happen win 1, right? So I still less than or equals 3. Yeah, that's true. Let's continue. So I will display again into page into here, like it will be 1. So then it will say like increase I again, like it will increase I will be in this case 2. So then I again in the condition part we will check I is still less than or equals 3, like 2 is less than or equals 3. Then it will continue the instruction part, applying to instruction part, and after instruction it will say increase I. So I will be 3, guys, in this case, and I will be in here 3. Is 3 is less than or equals to 3, it is true condition. It will come again applying this one, and in here I will be, it will display in the web page like 3, I mean in here like 3. Then it will come here, it will say increase I. In this case I will be, let's say, 4, but it will come in here I is less than or equals 3. It will be not true condition because 4 is not less than or equals 3. Then it will execute, like it will exit from loop. Okay, let me show you, but it will not display this 4, because if it repeats again in here, then we can see our, we already been see there that one, but in this case for not will be in instruction part. Okay, let's realize it. Let's see what will happen. I will save it and I will go page. Did you see that? 0, 1, 2, 3. So what happened right now in here? So what can we say? Maybe we can say also like that to bring it down. 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's say I want to start it from 1. Let's do it 1. Now it will start from 1. 1, 2, 3. So let me show you from here. 1, 2, and 3. Did you see that? It works. Perfect. We know how to display it out, right? Let's apply for the 10. If you say it is 1, and if you say it for the 10, so it will come 11, but it will not exit. It will not apply another 11. Apply this instruction because 11 is not less than or equals 10, but it will show us 10 because 10 is less than or equals 10 in this case. Let's run it, see the solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you see that? It works. Cool. Okay. So in the future, what you can do with it? Let me show you an example. So just think we have a list, like, like war list of something. Let's say list of color. Okay, let's say like that. Okay, this is our list. I will teach also about list, but just show. Let me show you. Let's say red, black, orange, pink, purple. What's happening here? Let's say purple. Brown. Yeah, say blue. Then I don't know, white. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it 7. I don't want to write a lot of colors there. 7. Uh-huh. So in this case, I will be 1 and this is 7. So how we can display out this one? So what can we do? We can just say here, list like I plus, okay, list of color. Then we can put I into this list for count this index. So what I'm saying you, let's say we have here a list, right? This is 0 index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, sixth index, and the seventh index. We have here 7 numbers. I will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the list of color in here, it will count this colors. But how we can do that? We need to add there this counter, this I, because I will increase each time one like one value. Like it will show with 1 red, with 2 black, with 3 orange, with 4 pink, with 5 purple, with 6 brown, like that. Okay. So in this case, just it will be like that. I think we can do it like also. Let me show you. Okay. Also say for here like that. Let's see what will happen. What is the solution? Did you see that? It works. Black, 2 orange, 3 pink, 4 purple, 5 brown, 6 blue, 7 white. It works, guys. Cool. So let me do that little good. Maybe we can add there between them some place, some space. I mean, yeah. How we can do that? We can make it like maybe like that if it works. Yeah, let's do it if it works. Yeah, it works. So it is like that, okay? Just think if we have a list like that, we can display out all these things, okay? Do you think it is same for the set purple? 1 minute. I will show you the logic of it. Let's come here. I will teach you all these things, okay, about list, indexes, and things. Just don't confuse. I'm just trying to show you what is our things in here, but we will do it like like that. Let me do that 1 minute. Let's come back to here. So now let's run it and see what will happen. Nothing. So what if we do it like that? Do you think if it works like that? Do you think it works? No, it doesn't work like that. Do you think it works like that? Like that? Just think. Check. Nothing. Why it doesn't work? Because you can't use it like that. Because for the this one is dictionary. So how we can use that? Let me take all these things back to there. So how we can use that? Let's think if we have dictionary like that, we have to add there like name. Then we can do something like that, like John, like age, blah blah blah. So age is 12. All the time, all the way like that. Okay, we can do it only like that. So we can use it in this way like that, and for the list it is different as I mentioned you before. Like in here, it works like that. So each time in list it will count I, and it will display out these values. Okay, list objects. Cool. We did good job. I think you understand what I did here. What do you think if we delete white and the blue? What will happen? Let's look. Undefined, undefined. Why it says undefined? Because we don't have any value for the 6 and 7. So if we do it like 5, it will show us again. Cool. Until here. Amazing. I think you got it, right? Let me take my page back to here and this one in here. Cool. So I think we already did this, but let's do it in Python too. There's a pie chart I get in here. So we can say in here like I is equals 0. Let me zoom it a little. How I can zoom this page. 1 minute. No, no. All right. I'm trying all my skills to do it. Let me do that. Let me do something. Here. No. Anyway, guys, I think you can see this I in here. Yes, like that. Now we can say while I equals, let's do it 1 or 0. I don't know, like, let's say 1 in this case, less than 3. Then we can say print I. Then in this case, we can say in Python, I plus equals 1. It works like that, okay? Or you can say like that too. Let's say you can write it like that too. Let me show you. Sorry, I plus equals 1, like that. And we need to display out this I each time. Like you can say them again, like before. I mean, just you can tag him into variable like that, but it will not work. Just print this still empty. So let's do it like that and check if it works. Let's save and run. Sorry, this is my first project. 1, 2. Did you see that? Let's say equals, less than or equals. Now it will count from until 3. Did you see that? It works. 1, 2, 3. And let's do same example. Like let's think we have a list of I don't know. In this case, it could be what? It could be anything else. Like let's say fruits. Yeah, list of fruits. And at least I don't know. It can be banana. Um, Tell me some fruit. Mm, I don't know what it could be. Mandarina or orange or apple. I don't know. Yeah, apple, avocado. Uh-huh. Comma. Solves it. And orange. Let's say not orange. Sorry. Mm, yeah, mandolina. It could be something like that. Okay. Just look now what will happen. So for display out, we need to do something same like we did before. Just we can add here print I, comma, then we can say list of fruits. Then we can open this list and we can add our counter into that to display out these objects with the desk, with the steps, with I. Let's do it and see what happens. Line 7, print I. List index of out of range. 1 is 1, 2, 3. What is that? List index out of range. Why? Are you sure? Still saying what is wrong with you? By the way, we can do it also like what, like that. While I in list of fruits, let's say like that. Print I list of fruits like that, and do that like that. 1 minute. mm, just I think. 1 minute. No, sorry. So we can use like 4 with it. What do you think if we add here? Uh-huh. I is already there. Print I, it will not print. Okay. Let's take back this we can use for that one. Just let me show you. Uh-huh. So this is 1, 2, 3. We have 3 objects in here. It's saying 1, 2, 3, and let's add their list of grids and the indexes of I each time. Okay, that just ignore it. Okay, 1, 2. It is, where is the apple in here? Apple. Let's say 0 for that. Run it and see what will happen. Yeah, 0, banana, apple, and the mandolina like that. Okay, it works like I said. Okay, it's an index of out of range because in here, so we increased it like that, and in the print it looks like that. Okay, so we already completed, so you can see the result in here. You can do it with 1, 2, 3 or 0, 1, 2. I don't know like how you want to do that. Okay, so let's come back to our topic. Come back here. So the rabbit reproducer. Imagine that a farmer decides to raise rabbits, but she is worried that the rabbits will reproduce too quickly. The farmer only has room for 100 rabbits and wants to know like much time will pass before her 2 rabbits become too many rabbits for the pen. So we can build a program that continually simulates rabbits reproducing our yeah, as long as the population is under 100 and it keeps track of how many years it takes. So it is the first draft of that program. So we have here 2 variable in this case, right? Word variable number of rabbits, and there were number of years. Yeah, the number of years is 0, number of rabbits is 2. So in this case, we're saying while number of rabbits is less than or equals 100, because we have a pen and we just don't want them to reproduce a lot. So for that, we will control it with this program. So number of rabbits is less than or equals 100, and always it will continue instruction. In this case, it will say number of rabbits. I mean this one, plus equals, then then we will do some math operation in here. Num rabbits divided 2, it is 1. 1 times 30, it will be 30. In this case, so it will be 32, right? So in this case, it will be 32. It will say num years plus. Num years will be in this case 1, and it is 32. It will come back to here. Number of rabbits is 32 now. 32 is less than or equals 100. It is true. It will come in here. So it's already 32, and it will divide 32 to 2. So in this case, it will be what? Just think about it. It will be 16, and 16 times 30. I don't know, we can calculate it, but it is greater than 100 in this case. It will come back to here. It will come back to here again, and it will say number of years plus, like it will be 2, right? In this case, it will be 2, and it will come here. It will say number of rabbits now 400, blah, blah, blah. It is really not less than or equals 100. It will exit from loop. So it will be a result. It will be 2. It will be 456, something like that. It will display out. So, we already fixed it, right? We understand what is going on in here. If not, let me tell you again. So now we have 2 rabbit. Okay, we have two rabbit, and our years is 0. So it's saying like number of rabbits less than or equals 100. Then let's do some instruction in here, like increase number of years, increase number of rabbits. Okay, so number of rabbits is 2. Let's say 2 is less than or equals 100. Yes, that's true. Let's continue operation. Num rabbits plus equals num rabbits divided 2 times 30. So in this case, num rabbits is 2, right? 2 divided 2, it will be 1, right? 2 divided 2 will be equals 1, right? 1 time 30, 1 time 30 will be what? 30, right? Now we have 30 rabbit, 30 rabbit, right? This one, 30. So, but this is the calculation of the, so result of the calculation. So 30. Then it's saying increase the number of years. Okay, increase 1. Now we have 30 rabbit, isn't it? Cool. And our year is the 1 now. So let's go back to the here. Now we have what? 30 rabbit. 32, sorry. This is 32, by the way. 30, sorry, 30. It is not 32 and not 16. Sorry, by the way, for that. No, I think it is 32. I'm so sorry. I just mixing up with it because our first num rabbits also will be in this case in here. Let me do that again. 32. Let's come back to the here. Yeah. Now it will be 32. Okay. And year will be 1. So it will increase the year. Then we will go back to here. Now we have 32 rabbit. Sorry. 32 rabbit in here. I mixed a lot. 32 is less than or equals 100. Yeah, that's true. Let's continue again in here. Now the number of rabbits is 32 in this case. And we're saying 32 plus equals number of rabbits divided 2. In this case, it will be what? 32 divided 2. It will be what? It will be 16, right? Cool. So, and 16 times it will multiply with the 30, and it will give us some result. And we have already 32 in here, right? Then it will say, so some number, I don't know, like I don't want to calculate it right now. It will be some number, blah, 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 like 500, blah, blah, blah. You'll see in the program. So let's say 560. So the year also will increase in this case. So the year will be 2. Okay. And it will come back to here. Now we have 560 rabbit is not less than or equals 100. It will exit from loop. This program starts by initializing the rabbit population of 2, mating pair, and the number of years passed from 0, like passed to 0. The while loop checks if the number of rabbits is less than 100. As long as that condition is true, the code inside the loop increment the number of rabbits according to an estimate of how many babies the females can have each year. We will do also with that too in advance, but let's do it first. And then increments the number of years. So after running the program, we can see that is estimated to only take 2 years. Yeah, and after those 2 years, yeah, as I mentioned before, it is not 560, it will be 512. And in 2 years, rabbits, yes, the farmer build a bigger pen or consider some cute fairy ship. Yeah, the programming helping us to calculate these things. We can also combine while loops with our other programming skills. The program below is more advanced reproducer that uses a nested for loop, and if to randomly decide whether a rabbit has a female or the male baby. Okay, we can do that. But first, check this in advance. So, and after that, we will continue with beware the infinite loop. Like there is some kind of things like, little advanced. Then we will go practice. Okay, let's check it. What we have here: number of females 1, number of males 1. This is for the matching, right? Yeah, for the bridges. And number of years is 0. So as I mentioned before, we said we have 2 in here, like it's the same. Females and males 2 is plus 1 plus 1. It will be 2. 2 is less than 100. Let's do some operation. Into this, first we're writing there var number of female babies is 0, because we'll calculate the number of female babies and the number of male babies, okay? And we're gonna inside this for loop. Look, we are using here while loop and for loop together. So in for loop we have I index, and we're saying I is equal 0, I is less than number of females, number of females, right? This one, number of females times 30. In this case it will be 30 exactly. So I is 1 is less than 30. It will say I plus plus. Then we'll save math. We will use also here if conditionals. If it will say if math.random, it will create a random numbers there. Less than or like 0.5. This is for check the percentage. So then we will increase number of female babies. Else number of female babies will increase in this case. Okay, that's the case we need to understand. First, we're using while loop to check exactly like how many main female and the male will be end of the 2 years, and how many babies from female and the male will be there. The bridges, right? So we can do that. Then we have here in while loop like num females plus equals num female babies. We will add for the number of females, and num males. It will add also in here num plus equals number of males plus equals number of male babies, and then we will increase number of years again, and we'll write there inches like plus years, 2 years in this case. So then we will say number of females is that number, and number of males will be that number in total, okay, with like mom and the father together, their family. Are you ready to write this code? Let's continue with it. So first we can create our variables. Let's go in JavaScript. So what we have in here, we have num of years. This is for displaying HTML page. This one for the number of female. Let's say num of female, like that. Then create one more. It will be id num of male. Okay, we have 3 variables in here. One of them will show us our year. The second one will show us the female, and the one of them will show us the number of female and male. Like. So let's come back to here and try to write this code. So let's start with var number of years equals 0. Let's start with 0. Put semicolon. Var number of female. 1. Let's say var number of male is equals 1. So now we can create our while loop. So what we're gonna say, let's look again in here. We will start to to make some addition there. We will add there like number of males plus number of female. So we can say while, then put again more bracket inside that, close that one. Yeah, number of female plus number of male, then what we saying, less than 100. Okay, do some operation. What we're gonna do first inside that, you remember we creating another variables, right? Number of babies and another things, right? We writing there simulate females having 30 babies in each year. So we're saying in this case, we're just simulating like females having 30 babies each year for reproducing, right? So we can know that. So what can we do? We can say like let's create first our variable. So we can say num of, let's say var num of female babies. Okay, this is very long, but yeah, let's do it like that. How many? Nothing. We'll start from 0. Then say var number of male babies equals 0. Now the time is we need to start to make these things. So we can start. We have here for loop inside while loop, right? In this case, number of females is 1 time 30 is 30. So in this case, we know, like we know females having 30 babies each year, right? And it will be 30 equals 30. And I will be less than 30 each time, and we will calculate in here something like about the percentage, okay? Then we will increase number of female babies and the male babies. So, okay, let's do it. We can say for I, right, equals 0. I, in this case, less than number of female, right, time, we're saying time, 30, yeah, then we're saying I plus plus, right? It will increase each time I. We didn't use in here I. Did you see that? Why? Does it work if we didn't do that like that? Of course. We have our instructions in here. It works. So now we will say if math, sorry, math at random. By the way, we can import math library in here. So where is it? Sorry, we didn't do that with the parentheses. Let me also zoom our page. So let's say if math dot random, yep, random numbers, it will create the number random numbers, right? Then this random library helping to us generate random numbers. Then we will say what? Random is 0.5. It is percentage, like possibility. Then we will increase the number of female babies. Okay? So if math.random numbers is less than 0.5, in this case it can be like 0.4, 0.2, 0.1. This is just some random number, okay? Just you can know that. It is like that. So then it will increase it. By the way, my microphone is from this side. Okay, now we will say number of female babies plus plus. So plus plus means like in this case number of female babies will be I, like that. It will behave like that, okay, in instruction. Cool. Let's continue operation. So, and we will say if it not like that, let's say else. By the way, we can add there a lot of conditions like else if like that too, but let's do it like that first. If else, then I think just we can say like number of male babies. Where's the male babies? Mm-hmm. In here, plus plus, we can say, yeah, plus plus. In this case, it will increase number of male babies. Okay. So now the time we need to do something into while loop. So in each time, what we're gonna do, we will say number of female plus equals number of female babies. We will add the number of female babies to the exact number of female in this case. Okay, it will be like that, and number of male equals number of male babies. So where is that? I already indicated in here, but it doesn't show us the, yeah, male babies. Let's do it like that. I don't know what's wrong in here. I think num of male babies. Yeah, num of male babies. Num of male babies. Yes, that's true. Plus plus, don't plus plus. Yeah, that's cool. Now also increase number of years each time. So we will increase number of female with the like we already get solution in here. It will say if math random as I mentioned before like that, then increase the number of female babies, else increase the number of male babies. Like if it happens like 0.6 or 0.5, in this case it will increase number of male babies. Okay, so now it will increase also that one. Now we're gonna for the we go in here for the result part. Okay. Let's come here. You can say document at get element by ID and add their first one. It will be number of years, or how we indicated it. Let me show you where is it. It's in here. Yeah, number of years. Copy paste. Okay. So HTML equals to number of years. Yes, it will be that one, and let's copy that one. Okay, let's come back here. Generate 3 of them. This one will be number of female. Okay, and this one will be number of male. And we can add here number of male, and yeah, male not female, and number of male. So now let's run it and see the solution, see the result in the page. Where is it? Okay, let's run it. Yes, number of years 200 of females, it will be 301, and this one number of males, it will be 331. Exactly, this is the correct number. So did you see that? It is really greater than 100, so really farmer has to create another pen. It has to be bigger than for the capacity of 100. So this is solution, guys, but we can do it a little better. What do you think if we write there something good? Like we can say, I don't know, like let's say the number of male is do that like that, and let's say the number of female in here maybe. Female will be like that. What happened? Yes, in here like that. And we can add one more. Sorry. Then we can say for that number of years, and that this one can be number of years. Okay, the number of years is 2, the number of female is 282. It generates another numbers. Can you see that? Each time it's generating random numbers. 324, 242, 246. Each time it's generating different numbers. It is something in the 2 years we can reach this number of the female and the male. I think you got it. So let's do the same job. I think you understand everything in here. So first we creating our while loop and we are calculating the number of male and the female. So the first one, main point, and they are 2. 2 is less than 100, and we going inside here like we have two things there. What we have the number of female babies and the number of male babies. They are equal 0. Now we will increase them with the random library, like not random library exactly. We will compare it. So we just thinking like simulating. We have in a year like 30 female babies, so it's generating like that, and we just calculating number of female to number 30, so it is for 1 year, and then we saying like I is less than, like I in this case like equals 0 and 0 is less than 30. So then we increasing it 30 times, and 30 times it gives us different numbers, and it's increasing each time number of female babies, and the if it is not less than like zero point 0.5, in this case if it happens like 0.6, it will increase number of male babies. And we now exiting from a for loop, and we are coming inside while loop again. We saying number of female plus equals number of female babies. We just adding the total number of female babies to female family part, and female part, and the number of male, we adding number of male babies to male part, and then we increasing number of years. Then we can display out all the things the out of the while loop. That's the point, guys. I just explained it in this way. So let's do same scenario into Python. What can we do? Let's close this. Let's come here. Let's start it. Okay, I don't want to like lose a lot of time with this example, but I will do that a little faster. Just I want to show you the logic of the while. Okay, so we have num of, let's say, num of years. Like, let me write of year. Number of year is 0. Num of female is 1. Num of male is equals 1. So now we can say while, and we can do something number of female plus number of male less than what, 100, and we can come inside it. It is, by the way, not like JavaScript. It is just in Python. We can add in brackets to indicate it, because in other way it will be not much understandable. Then we can add here our number of babies, num of female babies. It is equals 0, and number of male babies, it is equals again 0. Yes, we have two variable in here. Now we can add our for loop in here. Okay, like we can say for I, yeah, what we can say in this case, we can say for I in range. Okay, for I in range. So let me 1 minute. Sorry. So yeah, we can say range, and after that in range we can point the start, stop, and the steps point. But in this case, like what we can do for I in what. So what is our point in here? What do you think? So what we did in here, like in JavaScript, so we just calculated some number, right? For I in what? You need to know that. Range of what number? We calculated female, number of female, right? Number of female times 30, right? 30. And we need to do some operation in here. What? So we can continue in steps. We will increase the I each time, but in this case, it will be not I. We will say if, right? Then we will use our library, like if math dot random. Where is the random? I think we need to import also this math library. Import math, yes. Random, it works now. Math random library, equals then 0.5. Then we will increase number of female babies plus equals 1. We can say like that. Else, we can say number of male babies plus equals 1. It means same in JavaScript. We're doing same job in here, okay? Like we can separate it maybe like that. It will be much clearer. Each time it will increase 1 each of them. So now we can come out of it, and we can say number of female plus equals number of, where is that? So number of female babies, number of male, where is the male? Yeah, here, plus equals number of male babies. So now we can say also increase number of years, number of year in here. We can say plus equals 1, not 2. Yes, now we can display out all these things. We can say, can use format method. So in year, it is in format, we can display out things like that. In 2 years, yeah. Then we can do new line, that, yes, how we can, yeah, maybe in here we can do that like that. Then we can say the number of females is the number of this, and we can put new line there, and we can say the number of males is all crazy. Like that. Let's add their format method function. Yeah. Then add the numbers. It will be the first one will be number of year. Number of years will represent this one. Sorry. In here, number of females. It will represent to here, and the number of male will represent the last one, number of male. Okay, that's all. Run it and see. If math.random module math has no attribute random. Wow, really? You crazy? random. Aha, okay. So I think it why it doesn't work. I think it has to work because you already imported this math. We can use at the same time. I think with this, maybe this one in here. No, it's wrong in here. Just let me check it. Oh, random. That random. I think yeah. So yeah, I think it works like that. Cool. So let's run it. Aha, cool. It is information, guys. In 2 years, the number of females, it's 372. The number of males, no. Where is the number of males? Number of male in here. Number of male. Number of male. Let's run it again. Oh, maybe we can use random again in here. No, I don't know the reason. Just let me 1 minute. Okay. So number of male babies is here. Number of male, number of male plus equals number of male babies. And aha, we forget that here. Another dictionary things to display exactly this number of female. Okay, now let's run it right now. Yeah, it works. It gives us each time different numbers. Can you see that? Total numbers. Run it again. The information will change for about this 284 female, 288 male, 233 female, 249 um 249 for the males. It works, guys. This is in Python. The code's in Python like that. Okay, by the way, tag it there. Yes, the code is in here. You can copy it for work on it, and also you can copy this one in JavaScript also. Okay, like that. So that's all. We completed. Yes, we completed. Beware the infinite loop. The computer will only execute a loop once the condition inside the while loop is false. But what if it never becomes false? Take a look at the program below. So in this case, we're saying like variable I is equals 0, and the while 0 is less than 100, do these instructions. We never saying in here like I plus plus nothing, so it will say, what can I do? Like, okay, I is equals 0, but until what time I will continue? It will not stop 100, like it becomes 100 because let's see, let me show you. So let me tag it directly. Yes, let me copy and come into program. Let's make a comment. Come in here and paste it. Okay, so we want to share it like that. What can we do? So we will take all this information into document.id. Maybe we can say like what, we can say I is equals that. And we can say for that B to display. We can say for that C. I will add there also variable to represent them. D. Yeah, let's do something like that. By the way, I can delete it together and I can add there one. It is something you can do with the CTRL and D at the same time. You can press CTRL and D, then you can choose the same things to change them. Okay. So now we can add here var, and I want this var 1 minute. Var A, I want to add this var A in here too, in here too, in here too. Now what I want to do, I can say document get element by id. I want to display all of them into, let's close this one too, and let's say for that one infinity loop. Okay, sorry, that's id infinity, that's the infinity. Okay, infinity. So let's say infinity, and let's say in their html plus plus equals what, like a and b, c, like that. They will be inside each other. Maybe we can say like that. I don't know, there is some way like we can do it in easier way, but let me do it to make understanding easier for you, like that. Yeah, and say for b like that. By the way, we don't need to do it like again and again, like this is an example just showing you. Let's do it like that. Okay, let's delete the c and d. Let's run it and see the result. By the way, let's run it in HTML page. It will be better. Let's stop it. Run it again. What I missed in here? Nothing. What's wrong? I think it will never stop. It means like while it's going on in here. Okay. So let's do something eligible, like better mindly. Let's do it like that. Only one sentence, maybe. Yeah, it's better. Let's do it like that. Let's go back to here. Yeah, it will never stop for that. It's saying, let's. What do you think if I add here like I plus plus? What will happen then? Come back to here. Let's run it. Yeah, can you see that? It makes it 100 times. But if we didn't add to here I plus plus, it will not stop. Look, nothing. It is infinity loop. Okay. Maybe we can check in the page what's going on exactly. Let me do that. Yeah, it never stopped. For that it's not showing me. The computer is crazy now. Okay, if we didn't add this one, the computer coming crazy. Let me show you in Python, it will be better. Let's save it. The computer can maybe stop for that. When you do that, computer will be crazy. Please don't do it. Okay, it will give you some it will give some harmful situation for the computer. It is not good. All right, let's run it again. Okay, it works. Cool. So let's do it in Python, and I will start directly that one too. Let's comment it. Let's come here. Okay, let's say I is equals 0, and let's say while I is less than 100, then say print hello my friend, how are you? Yeah, let's say like that, and Like if you didn't add here something like that, it will never stop. Let's run it and see what will happen, guys. Let's check it. Did you see that? It's always running, guys. My God, it's crazy. Can you see my computer? Lot of things in here. Look, still it's writing. Okay, I don't want to give some harmful situation for my computer, but you can see, yeah, lot of codes going on. So how we can stop it? We can say I plus equals 1, and it will continue until 100. In this case, if you didn't indicate the increasement part, the computer will be crazy. Let's run it, stop and rerun. Yeah, 100 times, only 100 times. Did you see that? Maybe we can also indicate it like that. Yeah, 100 times, like 99 times, zero also the index of it, like, yeah, in here. Did you see that? 38, 37, like 39, 40, 41, 42, and 93, 94, and 99, the last one. Did you see that? It is index, it's counting, and it is our text each time. Cool, I think you got it. Don't do that, okay? Add there always this plus equals 1, or in JavaScript I plus plus or whatever else you want to increase. Cool. I think you got it. Cool. We complete this part 2. What do you think? What will happen? Try it yourself, and wait, don't. That's an infinity loop right there, and it's hard to know how a computer will handle it. We try to detect and prevent infinite loops in the KA programming environment, but we don't always succeed. So it's best to avoid them. Exactly. Why is that loop infinite? The program starts by initializing I to 0, and the while loop checks if I is less than 100. While that's true, it displays the lyrics to rather catchy song. So nothing inside the loop ever changes the value of I, so it's that condition will be true forever. Yes, I will be always 0 in this case, and the condition will be true. So, but if we put there like 100, is if it is less than 100, and if we increase the I, then computer will say, okay, like after 90, computer will say, I need to stop. But if we didn't add there like I plus plus or I plus equals 1 for JavaScript and Python, it will never stop because conditions always will be 0 for the I. You like the program at least one infinity loop in your journey as a programmer. When do you find yourself staring at a long stream of output while listening and increasing the load computer fun? Yeah, exactly. Let's check your computer fun right now. So you can celebrate the milestone of your first infinity loop. After you're done celebrating and nursing your computer back to health, you can take a note of what to do in the future. Check your understanding. See if you can spot the infinity loops. Which of these programs has one? So, okay, in this case, we have var x equals 4, var y equals 2. So, we saying y is less than x. Y is 2 and the x is 4. While now we're saying 2 is less than 4, what we can do in instruction, x will go to minus like 3, like 2, yeah, like 1, like 0, like all the way like that. It will decrease, right? And y will increase. So can it stop in somewhere? What do you think? What do you think about it? How it can stop? We didn't have any like problem in here. Like let's think about it, okay? Y is less than x, y in this case 2, less than x is 4. We will increase x will, so we will decrease x will become 3, and we will increase y become 3, it will stop, right? So in here we now have infinity loops. Let's check this one. for x equals 4 and y equals 2. So y is less than x, exactly true condition. And so in this case, let's check. I will increase. Oh my god. So in this case, x will increase. X will be 5 and y will be 1. X will be 6, y will be what? So y will be 0. Yeah, that's true. Y will, like, x will be 7, y will be -1. It will continue all the way like that. It will continue, it will not stop anytime, right? Because they will not match in some point to stop this loop. Okay, so in this case, this is infinity loop. Okay, it is true. We can check it. What do you think? Maybe I'm tricking you. Maybe I do some fake job for you. Can you understand what I'm doing in here? Let's check with yourself. Maybe I explaining something wrong to you to confuse you. So in here we have our x is equals 4, y is equals 2. So now we're saying y is less than x. So y is 2, x is 4. That's true. Let's continue what we can do. X will increase. Okay. X will be 5. Yeah. Y plus equals 2. Y will increase 2 times. So in this case, our y is 2 and it will be 4, right? And now y is still less than x, right? So computer will say that's true condition. Let's continue. X will be 6 and the y will be 6, right? It is 4 and now it is 6. So computer will come back to here. It will say, what is y value? Value is y is 6. Values of x is 6. It will stop. So here, no infinity loops. It will work. It will be infinity. The p will be infinity. Let's check this one. X is equals 4. Y equals 2. So y is less than x. That's true condition. Let's see what will happen. X plus plus. X will be 5. And y plus plus. Y will be not 5. 3. What is that? It's like scorpion. It is 3. X will be 6. In each time it will increase, right? It will be 6. It will be 4. It will be 7. It will be 6. It's 5. It will be 8. It will be 6. It will never match in some point. It will continue always like that, guys. Always like that. Like x will be 10. Y will be 8. X will be 12. Y will be 10. So it will never match to each other. So it will continue infinity. Okay, it will be infinity loop. Okay, in this case, this one also same like B. So yeah, we have two options in here. That's cool. I hope you understand. Conditional loops in pseudocode. Let's look for the pseudocode part. The IPCSP exam pseudocode does not include while loop, but instead includes a construct that's very similar. Repeat until. In for loop, so for loop pseudocode is only repeat number of times, and it will continue like repeat 5 times. But for the while, it will be repeat until. It coming from while, like while conditions has been true, like always do that. Repeat until, and then we have condition. In for loop, in pseudocode, it is repeat number of time, then this, okay? Number of time. Yeah, you're just saying like that, number 5 times, like blah, blah, blah. Then instructions part. In while loop, it is repeat until. Repeat until for while, repeat for loop, right? For only this one, repeat. Repeat until for while. This code will repeat the instructions until the conditions is finally true. The port from a while loop, while to a repeat until we typically just need to invert the condition. Here's a part of the simple loop that displays the numbers 1 to 10. So in pseudocode, we're saying I equals 1, repeat until I greater than or equals 11, while we're saying greater than like or equals 11. In pseudocode, it is like our normal usual using. So repeat until I release greater than or equals 11. If you say repeat until I is less than or equals 11, it will not work. It is computer language and it is human language, like this one. So okay, it will continue. It will display out I each time, and we will say I equals I plus 1 like that in pseudocode. When it was a while, we checked whether I was less than or equal, I was less than or equal to 10. Now that we are using until. We check whether I is greater than or equal to 11. In this case, we could even simplify that to just checking if it's equals to 11, since there is no way for I become to greater than 11 in this code, right? Let's see the rabbit user in pseudocode. How now? Sorry. So number of rabbits is 2, number of years is 0, as I mentioned before. Repeat until number of rabbits greater than 100. Yeah, number of rabbits plus number of rabbits plus number of rabbits divided 2, in this case what, and it will be 1. 1 times 30 is 30, and we have here 2, like 32, and it will be each time like that. Number of years will increase 1 time, and number of rabbits now 32. 32 is still not greater than 100. Let's continue. 32 plus 32 divided 2, it will be 16, and 16 plus 32 times 30, and it will be 512, and the number of years will increase 1 time more, increment part, and it will be 2 and 512, I think. Yeah, and after that it will exit from loop with the while. So I mean, like, it is just pseudocode, okay? Just put it in your mind. Maybe it will help you in the exams in college. So with the while loop, our condition check the number of rabbits is less than or equals 100. Now that we are using until, we are checking that number of rabbits is greater than, I mean, like, yeah, in pseudocode we explain that, like, repeat until, we're using until in here, okay? So conditional repetitions of instructions, practice questions. Okay, this is for you guys. This is exam, okay? I will put here exam questions for you. I already explained to you all these things. Let's think about it and share your comment. Share your comment in description. So I will check all of them. If you have any question, please ask me. Everything is clear in here. Please fix it and share with me. So this is the question. You can stop video in here, and you can tag the screenshot. Yeah, this is the reminder part of this question. Like, you can think all the way like that. Sorry. This is first question until here. This first question. First question is that one, okay? You can take screenshot for the first question. Just answer me, what is it? A, B, C, D, or E? In here we have 2 answers. Just give me the answer for that, okay? We have here while loop and the if conditionals together, and we have random library again, but this is in pseudocode. We can think it like that, okay? This is second question, another exam for you. We have here or, we're using or. You can do it with the nested way. Sorry, not nested way, like traditional way, or you can write it like an easier way, like advanced, like that, just or. Don't forget that. like greater than or equals. In computer it will be less than or equals, okay, because we're using until in here. So in while loop it will be while whether height is less than or equals 30, or whether is less than or equals 10 capacity. Then like fill top and fill amount, this is some, we have some definition, I mean like functions in here. Just don't confuse your mind, just think this is, they are some like functions, okay. Just you don't need to think about them, just give me the correct answer in here. You can see also description about these functions in here, right here. Yep, you can see below of the question. Let's take a screenshot for this question. Yeah, this is the part of one for the question one, question two answers. Sorry, that's answer for part one here. After check this so second question, and this is part two answer for that one too. This is not third question, this is second question, and part one and part two is the part of the second question. You need to answer, you need to give answer for them, okay. That's all. This is another exam for you, okay. I'll tag it also in here. You can tag screenshot for that, okay. Yes, it is. Yeah, just give you this exam questions, like practice questions. You can practice with them, and a pseudo code. And this is second one. Yeah. And after that, we will start the list topic. This is our, like in programming, our another topic. So I will teach you everything about lists. The first topic will be storing and updating lists. So you will know how to use this for loops, while loops, and the conditionals, all of them with the lists, okay? That's something I showed in here. We used here some list. Can you see that? Where is that? I think I deleted. If am I right? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, in here. Did you see that list of fruits? And we just did list of fruits, and we just counted I index into list of fruits to display banana, apple, and mandarina at the same time with the numbers. So I will teach you how we doing that in scratch, from scratch, okay? Everything correctly. So thank you for joining. That's all for that lesson. This is part two, and it's already finished. So we don't have more topic in here. That's already completed our first part, and it was the second part. We completed all of them. Now we can continue with the list topics. Repetition loops, loops for like for the for loop and the while loop we completed. It's done. Let's start for the, where is it? Lists in here. Let's start for the lists. This is our another topic. Let's be there for learn this list topics, okay? Also, one more thing, maybe I can make a video for the for loop and the while loop in advance, some projects I can share with you, like a video, again lesson, but it will be like 10 or 20 minutes to explain with the real life projects. It will be better maybe for you to understand how they works. Maybe we can make a game with the computer and the human will play their game, and the while loop and the for loop will be there to help us to repeat things each time, to questions with the input and all these things, okay. Let me shoot these videos, and after that I will share all of them with you. Thank you very much for your joining my class. I appreciate that you following my lessons. So also I will tell you that we have for the for loop we have different version, like for x of, like let's say we have x variable, and in this case we're saying for x of some list or something else, or for like X in some list or something else. We can use different version of this for loop. You can search it exactly in Google and you can learn more about it. Okay. So thank you very much. Again, I say, so we did this class in Python and JavaScript. Have a great day. Stay with me, stay in touch, and you will learn a lot with me about programming. And I believe you will learn it. Thank you. Bye bye.